Hi, I'm Keith Flay, and I'm excited to tell you about this thing I call distance music, what it is, and in the next two videos, I want to tell you about how it's used in music and the inventions of technology that I'm using to make it possible. And the third one, I would like to explain to you the connection it has with geometry, in particular sacred geometry, and what that is and what that's all about. The speed of sound is primarily dependent on air temperature. At 85 degrees Fahrenheit, for example, it travels about 1,145 feet every second. If you remember when you were kids, you'd see a stroke of lightning and they'd count 1,002, 1,003. At 85 degrees Fahrenheit, a mile would take 4.61 seconds. So we're not dealing in miles so much because we don't have any instruments as loud as a bolt of lightning. But if we split that down into a single second, it's 1,145 feet. If we split that down to a half of a second, another name for a half of a second is 500 milliseconds. There are 1,000 milliseconds in every second. So in 500 milliseconds, it would travel half that distance, right? 572 feet. And in 250 milliseconds, it would travel 286 feet. So here's where the music comes in and where it becomes distance music. If I have a tempo of 60 beats per minute, that would be 1 beat per second, right? Then every quarter of a beat, right, which is every quarter of a second, would be 250 milliseconds. Each one of those notes is 250. So the key is making that connection between the time of rhythm and the distance of rhythm. Time and distance. We can measure a duration in feet as well as in time. To understand that connection and to understand it in music and in topography of a location, then you've got the beginning of how to put a distance music piece together.